Could Natalya really be winning the Women's Championship at Extreme Rules on Sunday? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Bryce's Toy Show. And Monday Night Raw last week, it was the, go home episode of Monday Night Raw. And Extreme Rules is on Sunday. I'll get into that at the end of this video. But Natalya and Charlotte had this contract signing for the Women's Championship, which is just like this, but instead of like the black outlining stuff, it's white, and then instead of the black stuff in here, it's red, and then it says Women's Champion instead of World Heavyweight Champion. And they had a segment, a contract signing, shall I say, and it was like to determine blah 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 that they're going to have a fair fight or whatever. And the stipulation for Extreme Rules is that it's going to be, I think, a submission match. Charlotte versus Natalya, submission match for the Women's Championship. And Ric Flair is banned from ringside, and Shane McMahon announced that during this segment that at Extreme Rules, if Ric Flair ever even steps foot somewhere trying to interfere, then Charlotte will automatically have to forfeit her title. And well, flashing back a little bit, before Stephanie McMahon was about to announce the Women's Champion, but then, woo! Ric Flair comes out there and ruins it, and he does the honors and blah 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 blah. And then Natalya comes out there, and she's walking on out there. She looks so serious, and she reminds the fans that Charlotte did beat Natalya on her own in NXT for the NXT Women's Championship. And then Charlotte kind of roasted her a bit and said, "My last name is Flair, and you're just natty." And that was a roast session a little bit from Charlotte and kind of from Natalya. And then Ric Flair, after he heard that even if he tries to step foot in the ring at Extreme Rules and tries to interfere, blah blah blah, he ripped off his jacket and was like, "Let's go, baby." And then I think this was, did I miss something? I think Stephanie McMahon turned face a couple weeks ago because she slapped Ric Flair in the face in that closing segment, and then Natalya put Charlotte in the sharpshooter and held up the title and everything, and congratulations, Natty. That is going to be a pretty good match at Extreme Rules. So who is pumped for Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho's Asylum match at Extreme Rules? Me. This could be stealing the show, guys. So Dean Ambrose came out there in the middle of the show, and he needed to talk to Chris Jericho. Jericho comes out there, and because Ambrose ruined his jacket last week, right? And he comes out there and he's like, "I demand an apology. Shut up." The crowd kept saying what, blah blah blah, and they were saying no, and Jericho demanded an apology, and Jericho was getting so mad. And then Dean Ambrose was like, "What? An apology? What? Who said anything about an apology? I only came out here to challenge you for a match at Extreme Rules, and it's not just going to be a normal match." At first, I thought it was a steel cage match because they were lowering the cage, but when it got down, it was covered in black paint, and it had a straight jacket up there, and it had, I think, nunchucks were up there too. And JBL, he's like, "Man, is that Mitch's son?" Because there was a small little plant, and it looked like Mitch. That's Dean Ambrose's plant, by the way, if you guys didn't know. That is going to be a pretty good match, I'm hoping, at Extreme Rules this Sunday. The New Day, they had this segment. They were trying to mock the Vaudevillains, and it was a really funny segment. They came out there and talking about bootios. They make sure you ain't booty. And so then they had this time machine behind them. and Big E kept making remarks that it was Xavier Woods' refrigerator, but it's actually cardboard. So how can a refrigerator be cardboard? Well, anyway, they went into the refrigerator, time machine, whatever, and all of a sudden, boom, and blah blah, something in Jamaican, and Kofi Kingston comes out there to his old theme song from 2009, and then Xavier Woods comes back on. He's like, apparently we didn't go far enough, and then Kofi Kingston was like, what? No, 2009 was my best year. No, and then they pulled him back in and. They did these special effects too from the camera where it was like zooming in and out, tying it and like curving, and it came back out and it was black and white, and the bootios turned into, what were they? Parified squares? Parified squares? Something like that. And then the vaudevillains came out of nowhere and they attacked them, and they were like, something that Aiden English does, and that should be a pretty good match at Extreme Rules, don't you think? But what I was thinking about, how many times does the WWE have to repackage El Torito? No, not El Torito. How many times? How many times do I have to botch this? How many times? How many times does the WWE have to repackage Primo and Epico? First, they were Primo and Epico with Rosa Mendez. Then, they turned into Los Matadores with El Torito. And then, they came back and debuted last night, and they called themselves the Shining Stars of Puerto Rico. Come to Puerto Rico right now. And who in the world are their opponents? What, Michael Cole said Skylar Jackson? I think he said Scott Jackson, maybe? I don't know. I think he said, yeah. And Brian Kennedy. When were they signed to WWE? When were they signed to WWE? Can someone tell me when they were signed to WWE? I don't know. But I was sitting there roasting these little guys, and JBL was too. He's like, man, who was that? As Epico clothesline. Who was that? Who? Brian Kennedy, I think it was. And I'm sitting there thinking, don't worry, one of you guys will be champions when pigs fly. Yeah, Primo and Epico easily win, and they cut a promo about wanting all of us to come to Puerto Rico, the shining star of something? Of USA? I don't know. Becky Lynch took on Dana Brooke. No. I thought they fought on SmackDown, but maybe I'm wrong. Dana Brooke easily. Wait a minute. Yeah, Dana Brooke easily gets the win. Not easily. It was a pretty good match. Becky Lynch being the kind of expert because she got called up earlier than Dana Brooke, and Dana Brooke kept up with their pretty good match. Dana Brooke walks out with the win. This Intercontinental title segment in this feud, it's got Kevin Owens, The Miz, the champion, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn. And let me just say this. It was Cesaro versus Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens was on commentary just like The Miz, and I gotta say it. Kevin Owens needs to be on commentary full time. Forget Byron Saxton, forget JBL, forget Michael Cole. We want Kevin Owens. Hashtag it down in the comments below. We want Kevin Owens on commentary. Or push Kevin Owens to commentary. And he was roasting The Miz, and he's like, oh, you gotta thank your wife for that title victory, and then, did your wife teach you that one too? And then blah, and then it just broke out into a fight, and then it turned into a tag team match, which was first Cesaro and Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens and The Miz, which we saw on SmackDown, but that Stephanie McMahon comes up there and one-ups her brother and makes it Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, versus Cesaro and The Miz, and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn get the win easily, but then Kevin Owens attacks everyone and holds up the title and everything. Whew. Charlotte and Natalya, I already talked about. That was amazing. I just cannot wait. Kalisto took on Alberto Del Rio. What is this now? The millionth time they fought? Yeah. The millionth time. Kalisto was about to get the win. Rusev comes out there and he distracts him. Wait, aren't Del Rio and Rusev? No. They were the League of Nations, but they broke up, right? Yes, they did. So they come out. Rusev comes out there. Del Rio gets the backstabber. 1, 2, 3. Del Rio with the win. Rusev attacks Kalisto. Afterwards, that's how it ends. Cool. Big Cass and Devon Dudley fought. When did they fight? I'm sorry, I might have missed that match. I'm sorry if you guys enjoyed that match. I missed it. I did hear that Big Cass got the win. I'm sorry, I didn't watch that match. The Golden Truth. How many of you were popping for the debut of R-Truth and Goldust? They finally debuted against Breezango, Tyler Breeze and Fandango, and they fell apart. Golden Truth fell apart and they lost their debut match. And then backstage, like, R-Truth's like, "Come on, dog. Come on, bro. Come on, dog." I don't know how many times he said dog in that backstage segment after the commercial break. And then Goldust made up with them after Tyler Breeze and Fandango made fun of him. And I guess that was it. Hashtag Go Golden Truth. Hashtag new champion someday. This Roman Reigns and AJ Styles segment is getting good. Like, AJ Styles starts out the show and he's talking about, "I'm the new champion. I'm going to be the new champion. I don't need the Bullet Club's help. And here's proof." And he was showing this blah, blah, blah crap on Twitter. And Roman Reigns comes out there. And then they talk and blah, 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 blah. I wasn't listening to Roman Reigns at all because he sucks. And so then the Bullet Club came out there, I think. And it was a brawl. And the Usos come out there. And boom, boom, super kick. And then AJ Styles got mad and the Bullet Club had to hold him off. And then it was just a standoff real quick. And then so we flash forward to the middle of the show where the Usos took on the Bullet Club. And let me say this. Do the Usos really need to win against the Bullet Club? No. Did they get the win? Yes. Do they deserve it? No. The Usos aren't really the cool ones in this segment. It's more like just Roman Reigns versus the Bullet Club. Nobody really cares about the Usos, I guess. And I don't care. And so the Usos got the win. Roman Reigns blasted AJ Styles with a steel chair. And I guess that was it. No way, AJ Styles grabbed the chair after Roman Reigns hit the Superman puncher before I was kind of tired at that point. And AJ Styles hits the Styles Clash on the chair and he stands tall. Extreme Rules is gonna be good. But guys, that was my Raw reactions. I know we are just now hitting 14 minutes. You guys are probably so bored right now. So I'm gonna end it right here. Thank you guys for watching Monday Night Raw reactions. My Monday Night Raw reactions. Heel Mom and I will do our Extreme Rules predictions. We will upload it on Sunday, maybe today, maybe later tonight. I will sit down with Heel Mom and maybe she'll do her top 5 women wrestlers, tag teams, and superstars because you guys need to know who she likes in the WWE. So I thank you guys for watching, and until my next video, boom, 14 minutes!